So I know that a lot of people now that are in there got situated a bit and they want to have their own place. I will upload a separate video about like the houses and stuff like that, but this one I'm going to focus on decorating. Decorating Fun Zone or paths. This will also go with setting up events at a fun zone. Hand in hand, anyway. So, first things first, you need to have some furniture or building supplies of some sort. And I have building supplies, kits, and all that fun stuff that I can use to kind of show what's going on. So, we are going to show you how to pull something out of your inventory. Now, note you have to be in a zone, like a fun zone or frontier zone or porta zone that you are either running an event at or you are renting or own. So if you, let's say, went to a fun zone and you started an event to decorate and put out gates and stuff like that for racing, once your event started, you'll underneath this place the options will change and you'll see a My Gear spot. Now, with the My Gear, that's where you'll find all your building supplies. From everything from game tables to knickknacks to seating, ramps, gates, course markers. I'm going to just use a ramp as an example. So you can do two things when taking something out. You could either drop or take one out. Now, taking one out will hold the item in your hand. You'll be able to place it where you want. Dropping it will just drop it right in front of you as it would come out of your inventory. For example, if we click drop, the ramp is just there. And what you can do after this, make sure your decorating tags are turned on so you can actually grab stuff. But you'll have an action tag. You'll be able to pick up and put it into your inventory. Or sorry, and picking up will be picking it into your hand so you can move it. And whichever way it is in front of you is how you'll pick it up. So if you want to work from this side and you pick up, you'll start moving it from this end. Using your numpad, you can actually move it a little bit, and you can also raise it and lower it using plus minus and let's say 7, 8, 9, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 5 will center it to its base orientation. You can place it with the action tag or you can put it away into your inventory. So again, if you go to My Gear and we'll go to the 25 ramp, taking one out, so they'll stack multiples. Like I own multiples of these ramps, so you can take one of them out. Now, if you don't have enough stuff, like let's say this sign here, I only have one of. So if I go to take it out, and I know for a fact that I don't have another one, so this would be under, yeah, structures. So if I try taking one out, you'll see you do not own any more of this kind. That's how you know that you don't have any more of that item. So that's just a kind of basic introduction to putting stuff out. Now, when you are taking, like here's a little ornament. This will be good for some small stuff. We can take this out. It'll usually be to the closest. I don't know if it's the actual structure or if it has to have collisions. But like let's say if I walk to a specific point that has collisions, it should go on top of it. Yes. So if you had like, I guess we have a dresser over here I could show you. If you want to put knickknacks or something like on tables and stuff, you can. You just have to walk up into the right spot. Oh, this one won't let me. But if it doesn't do that, that's where the raising and lowering of things comes into play. Oh, see, now it works. So yeah, let's see if I can go to first person here. Then you can kind of see what's going on. So it'll be on the ground. You walk just in the right spot, and it should jump up there. And if it's not exactly where you want, you can fine adjust it with your numpad. You can raise it, lower it. Now, I can't remember if you can rotate it or not. It's been a while since I've had to do anything like that. But I know for a fact that you can just raise it, lower it, move it around, or put it back in the center of your, as it would be taken out. Sorry, I'm mumbling over my words. And then again, when you're ready to place it, you can place here. And then, yeah, that's the basics. So now, another thing you can do, like let's say you put out your home, you decorate it the way you wanted to, and you want to save the layout. So like, let's say all of this here, I want to be able to load this in the future if I want to take everything away and rebuild something. You can go to layout options and you can save the layout. So now it saves it to your computer, and you'll be able to go to the layout options and load that layout later if you clear the layout or anything. Now, clearing the layout, that takes everything away. There's nothing on the land anymore. Freezing the layout, I don't remember the exact definition of this selection. And if I remember correctly, removing foreign objects or removing items that are not owned by you or other people's vehicles and stuff. Now, there is a way to add, like, let's say, if you want somebody to also be able to build onto your property, there is a couple ways to do it. One of them is on the actual permissions of your zone or your porta zone. So you can go to the permissions and you can have only members I select may host events, and you can enter these people in, like their name, and then you can use a comma and then their name. And what they'll be able to do is they'll be able to host events and decorate. And decorating, they're able to take out items and stuff. Now, I'll go more into depth on all of this stuff in a different video. But another way that you can actually have somebody else help with setting up an event, building, or whatever is you're going to have a group. Now, for example, I have Big Back Arena events. Now, this is a social recreation group, and you can create your groups going to the group tab, create a club, and so making sure that you have a group, when you go to add a new event, setting up your event, you'll have to go to the show advanced options, and then at the bottom here, club members or co-hosts. You can click that, and one of the clubs that you're in or that you own you can set that up so that the members will also have building permissions during the event. Now, they do lose the ability when the event is over, but during the time of the event, they will be able to build as well, only if they are a part of that group. So that's a couple ways that other people can help build on your property, and kind of the basics of just putting stuff out. I don't have like multiple drop houses or anything to do a tutorial on that, and I can't. I'll have to relearn how to do the drop trick, but there are some tricks to building that I can add to a more advanced video later on that will allow you to put objects outside the boundaries of your portazone and such like that using the drop trick. But yeah, so and I guess a quick little thing, if you are building a racetrack at a zone, um, when you are hosting your event, if you go to My Gear and Gates, you'll see like ramp gate or normal gate. You'll be able to put those down, and then there will also be a few different selections for recording your track, setting it up for all that other stuff, and I'll go more into depth on another video for that, but I wanted to mostly focus on just dropping items in this video.